The views expressed on the Convo Lounge do not reflect the views of our current employers or our future employers.
Hey y'all, welcome to the Convo Lounge with your hosts, Char Rochelle, Antonio Pro, and Amir Anthony. Doing the most. Go Dodgers!
Hey, shout out to Mookie Betts. Mookie Betts, that's my dude. Mookie. Shout out to Mookie, Kershaw, Kike. Shout out to Dave Roberts. Only 2 African Americans have won the World Series.
I'm assuming all these people you're shouting out are Dodgers players?
The players and the managers. So Dave Roberts, he is the second African American to win the World Series. So that's major props, a little Black history. Black history is 365 days, not 1 month. Don't.
Shout out to everybody Black.
Don't let the school system fool you.
All right, y'all. So what's up? Amir, what's the question of the day?
So the question of the day is, what makes the city dope? What makes your city dope? Is it the restaurants? Is it the spots? Is it the local places that you go to? Like, what is it about your city? And I know it's COVID right now, but people in certain locations can still step out. So what makes the city dope?
Man. Do you guys want to start?
Well, I'll go ahead, Antonio.
Yeah, well, for me, it's kind of weird because I'm all about ambiance. Like, I'm not a foodie, but I love food, so don't get me wrong. But I prefer ambiance over food. So that's like drinks, music, people having a good time. That's what I'm about.
Nah, no doubt. I'll go ahead.
So what are some dope spots in your city that gives you that ambiance? Where do you go for ambiance?
All right, so El Pescador, it's a Mexican restaurant, El Pescador, and they have like a bar on the side, and I'm a tequila person, so they got all the tequila that I like. Downtown LA has a lot of spots. I'm not gonna shout out anyone specifically, but downtown LA is really lit right now because of the gentrification and just a lot of I would say younger hip people, or a lot of hipsters are downtown. Long Beach is awesome. They just redid like the Seaport Marina. Y'all familiar with the Seaport Marina? So they have revamped the Seaport Marina. It's really fly over there. Really fly.
That's what's up.
So then you got so that's just a few places.
I'm gonna go ahead. El Pescador. They got one out here. So for me, growing up in LA, and growing up in the suburbs, Cerritos, what I'm saying, greater Long Beach area, I'm gonna shout out local spots. So right here where I'm at in the Corona Inland Empire area, we got Citrus City Grill. We also got the Cigar Lounge, the Burning Desire. Char and I had a chance to have a cigar one time and chilled out. Now in LA, there's a ton of spots. I hate the fact that Shaquille's restaurant, the great Shaquille O'Neal, his spot is shut down right now during the COVID, but it's right by the Staples Center. Right. And then actually there's a spot called Joey's downtown LA, or Joey's. They got 2 locations in LA downtown and also in Woodland Hills. But I'm gonna check that out tonight. So there's a lot of good spots, that are out there. But like to Antonio's point, it's nothing like going to a spot in the city that gives you that ambiance where you got the bomb music, you can lounge it up, have a good drink. It's nothing like having a good old fashioned, what I'm saying, something to sip on, and you got some bomb foods. If I go to a spot that got bomb wings, I'm solid. Oh, shout out to another spot in South Orange County, Hotel Irvine, which is also shut down during the COVID, but that's another one of those spots where you get that. Oh yeah, about
I've been there.
I think I've been there. Yeah. They have the rooftop.
Nah, that's Honey and Hive by the Spectrum. But the Hotel Irvine is literally legit because it has like that Art Deco. They have the real bomb furnishing, and then like they got this big screen TV where you can chill and watch the game. So, what I'm saying? Those are the spots.
But lounge, nobody bothers you.
man, it's nothing like it. So that's kind of where I am. But Char, we got to hear from you because you fly with it. You rep LA and DC.
I do. So for our listeners who don't know, I currently reside in the District of Columbia, and y'all know I got to put on for Marvin's. I love Marvin. So what I love most about DC is not the food. The food sucks, but the nightlife is the best. Like the social life aspect of it is amazing. So you got dope brunch spots. Back in my heyday, the best day parties, RIP cities. Marvin's, y'all, RIP Marvin's. COVID killed Marvin's. It's a rooftop venue that had the best vibe, like ever. Like, I don't know what kind of mantras or affirmations they say before they open their doors, but you just can't have a bad time at Marvin's. The DJ is always on point. Happy hours in DCs are amazing as well. So shout out to life pre-COVID. Yeah, but the food sucks. Yeah. I can't think of any good food. Like when people ask me where to eat out here, I always draw a blank because the food is so mediocre. You'll get a bomb view, you'll get dope ambiance, you'll get a great cocktail, but the food is always going to be subpar at me. But when people go back home and they're like, where should I eat? I haven't been home in 11 years and I can still name all the dope places to eat and they're still open and the food is still bomb. So shout out to my original hometown, LA.
Yeah. Oh, I got a shout out for Pips on La Brea. Pips is a legendary club promoter out here in LA, and he has his own venue on La Brea, and it's always going down up in there.
Shout out to Stands in DC. If you want to walk out of a venue stumbling and tumbling after maybe 2 drinks, go to Stands, and the wings are bomb.
Well, that's tight.
Hey, I'm telling you, when you go to a place and the wings got to be, how do y'all like y'all wings though?
I like my wings to fall off the bone. Like I don't like the rubbery wings. Shout out to the Park. The Park is a nightclub, but they have the best food ever. So maybe I'm lying about DC's food. I'm not. The Park has some bomb food. Shout out to their jerk wings and mac and their spinach and artichoke dip.
Ooh. The essential items and sliders.
And their apple crisp. Sorry, y'all know I love food.
Well, no, I'm saying though, when you can go to a lounge or a spot and they got wings, a good mac and cheese, and a spinach and artichoke, you in good hands. And if they got some bomb sliders.
True.
Good hands. And you know what I'm saying? Like I know when I'm hanging with Antonio, we always have some snacks. And there's nothing like having some bomb wings and some sliders at a bomb spot. Nothing like it. Shout out to wings and sliders and artichoke dip and mac and cheese, but small servings though. But yeah.
All the bar foods. It's like the bar foods, the staple bar foods.
Those are the essentials, no doubt. All right, so we got to rep real quick. As you can see in my background, Die Hard, LA all day. We're going to keep it going with the city. But for the first time, all right, for the first time in 32 years, the Dodgers and the Lakers both won a championship, y'all. It hasn't happened since 88. What were you doing in 88? But
Game 5.
Right. The thing is that it's a big deal because if you are someone who's like into like numbers and math and everything, the Lakers, shout out, won their 17th championship last month. And then the Dodgers won their 7th championship a few days back. You do the math, 17 plus 7 equals 24, which is the same number of the late, great Kobe Bryant. So once again, it was destiny, 32 years, 24 championships collective in the LA, the city of champions. So shout out to the Lakers and Dodgers, you know, and I hope everybody is doing well because there was some fans acting up in the city a couple of days ago when they pulled off that victory. But will there be a parade?
Is there a parade? Did the Lakers have a parade?
Nah, they're well, yeah. Well, LeBron is currently adding a suggestion that they should have both organizations celebrate for the fans, but they just got to find out how that can be done during COVID. So
That's wild.
To be continued. But I hope they do something for the fans because, like I said, you know, it's been 32 years, you know, and then, you know, for me, I remember like that moment, you know, they always air it, but when Kirk Gibson hit that home run and he's running the bases and he's like, you know, giving it up, you know, in the 80s, you know, the Dodgers of those years, you know, Tommy Lasorda and Earl Hershiser and Fernando Venezuela, Fernie Mania, like that was a big time. But yeah, shout out to the Dodgers, Mookie, Kershaw. Hope Justin Turner is doing good because he caught COVID during the game and he couldn't celebrate. So I hope he's doing better. But yeah.
Is he the player who caught COVID but still took pictures with the team after the game without a mask on?
Yeah, that's not, yeah, I know. There's been a lot of like, yeah, that's been a big controversy with that. People kind of, but you know, but shout out to all of them. Mookie, shout out to Mookie. My man is he's actually married to a black woman.
Is Mookie black? I hope he's black because Mookie sounds like a black nickname.
Oh, that is a brother to the core. And his story is actually dope, by the way, because Mookie, you know, his mom stepped in and was his coach growing up because other coaches didn't see him being a baseball player because he was small in stature growing up as a kid. And his mom took all the kids that didn't make the team and she created her own team. And Mookie's like maybe 5'8", 5'9"-ish, but he's a freak of an athlete. And he's won 2 championships in the last 3 years with the Boston Red Sox and now with the Dodgers, 2 historical franchises. And he's living it up right now. And he got major paid. The brother's paid.
That's what's up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
What did his mom name him?
Say it again.
What did his mom name him? What's his government name? So y'all just call him Mookie, like he's
his name is Marcus with the K, Markus, Marcus Lynn Mookie Betts.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, shout out to Mookie. Like I said, he's that guy. He's definitely that guy.
So I want to give a shout out to Dave. I want to give a shout out to Dave Roberts because a couple of seasons ago they were talking about getting rid of him. Dodgers was not doing that well. He always maintained, and I guess it was for the media, but he always maintained this strong face, you know, as if he didn't show any emotion. And I want to salute him because he, you know, he went through some things with the Dodger franchise in the last 2-3 years, right? When they were subject, they could have won at least 2 years ago, and they didn't. And he always maintained, he persevered, he went and got his team together, and they won. And I saw him celebrate. So to see his face happy during the interviews, I was like, man, you know, he really earned that as a manager, and he showed no emotion. I thought that was pretty profound.
No doubt. You know, and like I said, you know, to second what you just said, Antonio, Dave Roberts once again joins only 2 black managers in the majors that have won the World Series, and the other one is Cito Gaston, who represented the Toronto Blue Jays back in the day, about 25 years ago when he beat the Atlanta Braves. So he's in, you know, company, and he joins. He's the 4th African American or black manager to lead a team to the World Series, but only 2 have won the World Series, which is a big feat given that you play 162 games in a season. And in a shortened season during the pandemic, it was more of a harder feat to accomplish. And it showcases how great of a leader and manager is. So once again, you know, he was under a lot of pressure. And I know for me, there were a few mistakes and I was even like, dang, like I hope, you know, but yeah, I mean, shout out to the Dodgers. They made it to they've been to 4 World Series in the last 3 years, or 3 World Series in the last 4 years, and they finally won 1 in 32. So once again, shout out to the Dodgers.
Yeah, an interesting fact about Dave Roberts: he was born in Japan, His father was in the Marines.
Yep. He's Asian and Black descent. Yep.
Yeah.
Representing the culture for real. So yeah, shout out to that. Yep. All right, y'all.
Random star fact: I've never been to a Dodgers game. I know. So that's like on my LA bucket list. Do they still have Dodger dogs? I would love to try a Dodger dog. Okay.
So I actually went to a Dodger game last season, and they played against the San Diego Padres, and I had a Dodger dog. Actually, I think I had 2 Dodger dogs. Those are so bomb. Shout out to Dodger dogs. You can actually buy them in store too, y'all. So I'm gonna have to find a way to ship some to you, friend. But
don't worry. When the world opens up, I'll be back in LA and I'll be going to the games live and in person.
There you go. All right, y'all. So when this show does drop, we just got to put a disclaimer out there. It's going to be most likely after the election, but we just got to, chat about it. What are your expectations on election Tuesday, and what are your plans?
Ooh. To stay sane. I honestly don't know if I'm going to watch. I don't know. I feel like that's going to be too much for my energy. Like, it'll give me anxiety if I watch the entire poll that night. So I'll be watching This Is Us. What if they don't air it because of the election?
Well, this binge watch. I have not watched that show, by the way.
They're not going to air it because of the election. Oh, snap.
Yeah, they're going to be doing election coverage. Like, everything is going to be like, yeah, I mean, I have never watched that show, by the way, but that one brother, I can't think of his name. He's a great actor, by the way.
Sterling K. Brown?
Yes, Sterling K. Brown. Shout out.
Yeah.
His appearance in Black Panther was on point. Like, that little brief scene that he had.
Yeah.
Oh, but yeah, he's a great actor, by the way. He actually did a good job in the O.J. Simpson miniseries. He killed it. He killed it.
That dude, yeah.
Yeah,
he really
killed it as Christopher Dorton. Yeah, Dorton. Yeah, he did a good job playing him. My expectations on the election, I right now I know Biden's leading, and for our viewers out there, the Electoral College is what gets you into the White House, and right now, Biden's leading in that area, but there's a couple of swing states that can work in either one of the candidates' favor. Those are Texas and Florida, and I believe Georgia or North Carolina, if I'm not mistaken. But, Texas is big. We know California that has 55 electoral votes that go to the delegate or the president incumbent. We know Biden's going to get California, but it's those other states. If you look at that electoral map, that can go in either candidate's favor. And I know they were campaigning heavy in Florida, but my thing is, I hope y'all get out there and vote, whether it's by mail or go to the polling place. But my plans is to stay in the house. My polling place is within walking distance, and I have whatever food and whatever I need to just chill, because I don't know. There's some people out there that just are reckless, and there's things going on. We're in a pandemic. So I just want to take that time to just be thankful, and I'll be tuning in. I always tune in, and that's something I always do every election time. I always tune in, regardless of what the outcome is. I think it's important as an American, as a citizen, to be in the know of what's going on. But we just hope that everyone is safe during that time and they exercise their right.
Isn't it crazy that we have to be cautious? Like this upcoming Tuesday, I've never felt the need to stay in the house, or to avoid social media leading up to an election day as much as I do in 2020. I just never thought in my lifetime I would have so much angst about what's going on outside of my bubble. It's a really peculiar time to be Black in America.
No doubt. No, I'm not going to disagree with that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
My expectation for next Tuesday, I'm really, I don't want to be a pessimist. So I like to think positive on all angles of life. So, I'm hoping for, a positive outcome with whoever is elected. And moving forward, I just really want, the world to be at peace with, or the United States to be at peace with what takes place. So we find some type of peace and that we can move forward and be productive in our lives. Um, and that we can all win. Like I'm for all of us winning, not just one group, not just
Yeah.
one economic branch of our economic system. I want everyone, even the bum, even the people on the street, to if they choose to just go from that to something else, I want them to have an opportunity to do that. So as long as everyone, and I know that statistically everyone is not represented, but I'm just really hopeful. I'm just really hopeful that I'm gonna watch it. Of course, I've always watched the election. Always, it's been very important to me in my life long term. So I'll definitely be tuning in. And then Wednesday I'll be working at home, so I'll be probably watching the outcome on the news, seeing what that does to the
Mhm.
communities, and people, we vote emotionally, but we should be voting from reading. We should read, the propositions. We should know what the propositions are, so we,
Mhm.
make good decisions on the propositions. Especially, with what's happening with the police in California and Los Angeles, to be specific. We want to make better decisions regarding that. So it's going to be a change for sure. This election is going to basically define a change for the next 4 years of the United States.
Yes.
No doubt.
I just want to
So
shout out DC. We had
what side of the change are we going to be on?
yeah. I want to shout out
Say it again.
DC, all of the early voters. We started early voting October 27th, and our numbers are already trending. Over 100,000 more voters have voted early than in elections prior. So shout out to everybody who's gone out to vote early. Shout out to all of the first time voters. Like, thank you, thank you, thank you. This is the best way to exercise your voice and to vote like your life depends on it, because in a lot of cases, as we can see, it truly does.
It does, yeah.
No doubt. No doubt.
Yeah. Especially on the proposition. Like,
Yeah.
people that don't pay attention to the propositions, we basically shoot ourselves in the foot.
Yeah.
When we look back in 4 years and like, oh wow,
Yep.
I didn't even vote on that.
And your district attorneys.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, we definitely have to. The current district attorney, we have to vote her out. Um, but the thing is that the district attorney is the, if I'm saying this correctly, Sandra Bland. Is that her name or no?
No,
Not Sandra.
no. Jackie Lacey.
Jackie Lacey. Sorry, Sandra. Whatever. So Jackie Lacey, basically, she's protected by the LAPD, so they are her security, right?
The sheriffs.
Right?
The sheriffs. Yeah.
No, LAPD.
I thought there was okay.
No, the LAPD. So basically, our issue in Los Angeles is with the LA, or police in its entirety, but with the LAPD and the history of Black Americans, Latin Americans, and a small, minute percentage of others who have conflict with LAPD. This lady, Jackie Lacey, has been on the side of convicting, and not she has not convicted any police killers. So I say that loosely. Any law enforcement that has killed a civilian, she has not convicted them, not one. So understanding that they do her security, understanding that understand all those dynamics, but wrong is wrong. So at the end of the day, the police are not always right. So we have to build that bridge, maybe learn something, unlearn our old habits and learn new ones. So hopefully we can get a new district attorney And they'll be aligned with the community and the police department because that's what we need, a relationship, right? So
Yeah.
That's what I'll be doing. Hoping for the best.
That's right. That's all you can do. That's all you can do.
Yeah, same.
Do. All right. So, with everything that's going on, we're gonna have to ask, what are y'all currently listening to right now? What you bumping? What's your playlist? For me, working at home, I got a variety of playlists. Shout out to Apple Music. I actually found a really dope playlist that had a mixture of like jazz and hip hop. It's called On the Corner, and it's kind of a play on the great Miles Davis's album, but it gives me a mixture of everything. But I know Antonio and I talked about this in the pre-production meeting that Busta Rhymes just dropped a new album. So shout out to that album, Extinction Level Event 2, The Wrath of God. And then I'll be bumping that. And then also shout out to Butcher Brown. It's a dope jazz collective. I think they're from the Philadelphia area, I believe, but it's a great jazz group, kind of like hip jazz. So I kind of like what they bring to the table. So Butcher Brown, they just dropped an album recently called King Butch. So it's a dope album. And they've like worked with a lot of artists too, by the way.
I gotta check out that Busta Rhymes. I love Busta.
Go Char.
Me?
Yeah.
So it's old. I'm listening to Inglewood Sir right now. Like, shout out to Sir. Listening to his old album. Have that on repeat. That's been my vibe for the last week. And I feel like that's all I've been listening to. Oh, there's a playlist on Apple that I need to check out called Bay for Big Auntie Energy. So I will be checking that out and I'll report back.
That's funny. And by the way, Butcher Brown is from Richmond, Virginia, not Philadelphia. But yeah, that's funny. That's funny.
I had it. Oh, no, that's random.
So I found okay, I got two that I've been listening to, and I'm gonna go into it. It's kind of long, so I'm sorry, y'all. Joe has a song. I think it's one of his first singles. Y'all know who Joe is, right? Joe.
Yeah, the R&B singer.
Right. So
he's underrated.
The phenom, like Joe is a phenomenal. That's your word, Amir. He's a phenomenal artist. Like Joe is dope. But I stumbled upon his old music, and this one song is "I'm in Love." Right? It's an up-tempo record. Right? I'm in love. That shit is a hit. And I was listening to it like for 4 or 5 times, like because the song was like he was really crooning. Now, I mean, because I like up tempos, right? I'm an up tempo type of guy. Even when I write songs, I write up tempos. So know this to all of his slow jams that are his classics, which makes him even more famous. But the up tempo song, "I'm in Love," that's my joint right there. So I was listening to that this week. But let's
Is there something we should know?
What? No, I'm in love. No. I mean, okay. It's the record. And it's funny, because women always want to know if it's a song about love. Like, who were you thinking about when you wrote that? Like,
we sure did.
Well, I don't know why. Like, it's lyrics. It's like life. That's what life happens. You know what I'm saying? You're artist, so you just create that stuff. But anyway, sometimes songs are inspired by true experiences, and other times you just can create those from other experiences.
Really? As a songwriter, so you don't pull from personal experience? Like, it's just all...
You're in so many heads when you write. You're in so many other heads when you write, not necessarily your own. You know what I'm saying?
Interesting.
But it depends on the artist, because I'm sure people will argue that Kanye basically speaks from his own experiences. Everything that he raps about is from his own experiences.
It's Kanye.
I just had a debate about that this week. Right. So we get that, right? Because he just speaks from himself, but I'm in everybody's head. You know what I'm saying? But that's probably why he's Kanye and I'm me, right? I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
shout out to Antonio Crow, the water sign.
Oh yeah, for sure. So going into Busta Rhymes, man. Busta Rhymes challenged T.I. this week or the last 2 weeks, and he tried to get T.I. on a battle, and T.I. basically said, bro, like that's like me battling Melly Mel. Like, I respect my elders, bro. I'm not gonna battle you. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't know where that was coming from. But then Busta Rhymes drops his release, right? And he's got this awesome record with Kendrick Lamar. I mean, that's a dope record. But what I like about Busta Rhymes is that he doesn't, because you know he put out OT Genasis, right? Y'all know that, right?
Right.
I didn't know that.
Right.
Shout out to OT Genasis, the best Crip walker to live on this earth. Like,
I gotta
come
give.
on.
Now, hold on. Now, wait. Dub C is the man. Dub C from West Connection is the Crip walk godfather.
Of course.
Dub C, go on.
They got the OG.
Dub
is the OG.
Dub C is the Crip walk extraordinaire, and we'll definitely make sure in the show notes to put that in there, and we'll do a comparison with Dub C and OG.
I need Swiss Beats and Timbaland to do a versus on Crip walking alone.
That would be dope.
Right.
With OT,
because you
with
got
OT Genasis and Dub C.
So yeah, that's a segment, but I'm gonna just speak on that real quick.
My bad.
No, you good. Dub C is the OG Crip walker, right? He's number one. Number two,
I gotta believe
number
it.
two would be Snoop for the Crip walk, right? And we're talking about artists, right? Number two would be Snoop for the Crip walk. Number three would be
this Crip walk is lazy.
Nah.
Snoop.
Well, I'm just saying it's a Crip walk though. So number three would be Corrupt, Crip walk, right? And then we get Exhibit. Like Exhibit, he got a little Crip walk in him, right? Nah. So then we go to Exhibit, and then number four, and that's just generational. Number four, OT Genasis represents the Sea Walk really well, City by the Sea. But I'm sure if they battle, you see who win. But I'm just saying, generationally, you know, but OT Genasis, like, there's no shot at all. OT represents City by the Sea, from Long Beach and all that. So Busta Rhymes goes back and basically challenges, but this is the thing, because he dropped a record. This is how we promoting records these days. We get a battle going. Okay, battle is like he laughed, like T.I. laughed at the battle, and then Fat Joe has some Droper moments with Busta Rhymes, and then the Vlad video starts showing up about, you know, when he was in Leader of the New School, and how him and Charlie Brown, they kind of split apart, but it was basically because Busta Rhymes had kids at the time, so he was really trying to feed his family. But Busta Rhymes has persevered through his career, like songs with Mariah, you know what I'm saying? Like songs with Janet, right? Didn't he have a song with Janet?
Yeah, he did.
So I'm like, man, but and then this, I guess this is what I'm trying to say. His music is still a element of the true hip hop. Like, even though our culture today is trap music, he still gives us the real boom bap. He still raps with the boom bap. Very lyrical. He's a stand-up artist, you know. And Busta Rhymes is the god. Like, he is the god MC, one of them. So, you know, shout out to Busta Rhymes.
I'm gonna second that. So growing up, my favorite rap group of all time to this day, and I'm gonna make sure we drop it in the show notes, is the Tribe Called Quest documentary, and I shared that with y'all a while back. And when I was growing up, my cousin Jason, shout out to my big cuz Jason, he actually put me up on game on Tribe when I was a little kid, and I still to this day remember watching Yo MTV Raps with Fab Five Freddy, and the Scenario video dropped. Still to this day, that's one of the greatest rap music videos of all time, because there was so many cameos, and at the time you didn't have like that type of technology. And, you know, rest in power Fife, but Busta Rhymes has the sickest verse on that album. Like, that's what made Busta, because to your point, Antonio, he was with Leaders of the New School, and as I combine, oh man, like that lyric, like. So, but Busta is still that dude. And if I had to choose a versus person, it would be Missy Elliott, straight up. Like, that would be the only person, because of the energy that they bring with their raps.
Oh yeah.
That is good. That's good. Good for friend. Look at you. Shout out to you, friend. That's good.
I give myself a clap.
Honestly, Missy got the hit Missy got the hit catalog, but you know, Busta Rhymes wrote. I think he wrote the verse for "All I Want to Do Is Zoom, 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 and a Boom, Boom."
He
Nah,
did.
Pharrell dropped. Pharrell wrote.
Oh
it.
no.
No, but Busta wrote. Yeah, but Busta wrote on that record as well.
Oh wow. Now
Yeah.
here's a fun fact about Pharrell.
Yeah.
I did not know that Pharrell and Chad, before they became the Neptunes, actually wrote one of SWV's classic songs.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
uh,
Use your heart and not your mind.
Yeah.
Baby, just relax your mind. Yeah,
that's Pharrell. Pharrell wrote that whole song. So yeah, okay. So Busta Rhymes, right on.
Yeah, he wrote on Rum Shaker.
Dang.
My favorite Busta Rhymes album is When Disaster Strikes.
Ooh.
Okay. I think I said this on another episode. One time I seen Busta Rhymes in concert. Him and what's his name? Spiff?
Yeah, Spiff Star.
Spiff Star, bro, and Char. I mean, they were their energy was on 12, right? On 100.
I can imagine.
I was exhausted after I watched them. I was exhausted. I'm like,
shout out to Rod Digger too. Rod Digger used to hold it down with Flip Mode. They had a nice
bars.
Flip Mode is the squad.
Yeah, Flip Mode. Yeah. Nah, Busta's that dude. Like, respect T.I. for saying, like, you know, him and Jeezy are gonna actually do their battle, and I think that's dope because you got two kings of Atlanta that both have the same amount of records and are relevant to the culture. So that makes more sense. But I think Busta and Missy. All right, y'all. Next segment is our sound off.
I'm fucking sound off with you and all these emojis, yo.
Sound off. Shout out to you know the platform for updating this. But I think my sound off. My sound off is I'm just thankful. I'm thankful. I'm blessed. You know, it's a beautiful thing with all that's been going on. To be employed, to be in the right mind, to be COVID free, to be able to be around my family, and you know, get out there and enjoy the things that some people can't enjoy. So one of the things I like to do in my free time is hit balls and play golf. I had the chance to do that this morning, and that was like good for me, and you know, it's good therapy. So once again, I think for me, that's my sound off. Do you self-care, practice self-care, do what makes you feel good in these times that we're in, and be thankful for the little things. Be thankful for the little things, the small wins that turn into big wins and gains. Mm-hmm. And that's my sound off. That's all I got.
That's what's up, friend. You want to go, Antonio, or are you thinking?
Man,
all right.
I'm thinking right now.
Okay. I'll go. Oh shoot, it just slipped my mind. Shout out to all the Scorpios. It's officially Scorpio season. So we're opening up the season with the celebration of my mom. Her birthday's tomorrow, and then I will be 2 weeks thereafter. Please feel free to send money to my Cash App. Slide in my DMs. I'll give you my Cash App. Make sure you send your favorite girl a gift.
We'll make sure to put Char's information in the show notes, y'all.
Yeah, we'll put my Cash App in the show notes so you guys can send me a gift. And then shout out to my twist out. It didn't fail me. I was a little nervous about it, but sis came through on the clutch.
That's dope. So my sound off is not as exciting as yours, but once again, shout out to all the Scorpios because you know I hear the Scorpios are freaky. You know what I'm saying?
I'm a holy woman.
So shout out to the Scorpios.
Wait, holy woman.
So yeah, all right.
Some of us live a righteous life.
Right, of course. Everything in moderation. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But I just read on CNN that more than 90 million Americans have already voted as a majority of states and are reporting a early turnout. So that is a sound off. 90 million Americans showing up to vote. And I hope it's part of that 90 million is a lot of people that look like all of us on the Convo Lounge.
Amen.
So yeah, that's my sound off. Vote.
Vote. Get out there and vote. Well, hey, y'all. We thank you once again, all of our loungers out there. We'll make sure to drop all this wonderful stuff in the show notes. So once again, when this episode does drop, by then we will know who the president of the United States is. We hope you all are safe and stay blessed. You can follow us at the Convo Lounge. You can also check out our Patreon account for some of the merch that's on there as well. And you can also check out previous episodes that have been dropped that are archived. We are streaming on all platforms that are available. We are even now on Amazon for their platform on podcasts, and of course, Apple and Spotify. And we'll definitely make sure to drop all the information and make sure y'all send our love to our girl Char on her B-Day, the Scorpio season. But you can follow me personally at the Prosperous One, the_prosperous_1. And for you guys, where can we follow y'all at?
I'm at Antonio Crow Clothing, Instagram, and then the Convo Lounge. You can find me there.
I'm at Char Rochelle on Instagram. All my Scorpio energy got me feeling like the young lady that we make fun of on the other podcast that we won't mention that does the most on camera. I felt like her today. I was like, ooh, calm down a little bit. Don't let all that energy make you the annoying person that people talk about.
You gotta let it loose.
I ain't got no vape pen, but you know.
Right. Right. Gosh, I don't have the most to do.
All right, y'all. Stay blessed. We'll see y'all next time. Peace.